Hey, it's Andy, and I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. I know it was beautiful down here near Lake Norman. Certainly gorgeous seeing all of the fireworks that were going off. So I hope everybody got safe and got a chance to spend time with their family. I'm sorry it's going to be a little echoey on this until I get some carpet down in this room. So we'll go from there. But again, hey, these are your must-reads for this week. You can get all my research at andrewbush.com. Follow me on Twitter at ABUSCH. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the ESG space shortly, so I'm gearing up for some of that. So today I'm going to run through a bunch of articles that I just kind of came across that are really good, and especially one that I want you to focus on ESG returns. Really hardcore research. If you get a chance, not only read this article but on the FT, but dive into the research that was done covering, I think it was like 250 different firms that are involved in changing their company to use ESG factors. And it's just fascinating to see what these authors came up with, which is declining abnormal returns over time. Going back, I think they started about 20 years ago, but they show a convergence of investment themes from really from these companies that were at the top, say 90 percentile of firms who were focused on ESG and money flowing into them, to the bottom 25% that really weren't interested in ESG at all. And what you see over time is just those returns start to reach an equilibrium right back to where they started from. So it's really good. I mean, if you're in an RIA or if you are managing money, this is something that you should definitely grab onto. Take a look at it. It gives you a format to and a structure to really adjust your portfolios in the sense of creating a model. So I think it's really good from that standpoint. As most people know, ratings agencies are all over the board when it comes to rating ESG. So this really strips a lot of that away, and I highly recommend it. The other articles that I want to point out is talking about socially responsible investing. This is the Wall Street Journal. It's a good overview of what's happening in ESG and what investors want now for returns. It lists the SEC and other associations pushing for change, which is really great. So we'll see some of that more defined metrics for what this stuff is. So that's really good. And then I also have a really interesting podcast this is a weekly economics podcast from a completely progressive group. I think it's the New Economics Organization or something like that. So keep that, with a grain of salt when you listen to this. But it's really great because they have an author who covers the history of greenwashing. And I think it's really fascinating to see precisely what that word means and how companies like Shell have approached it and how they got in trouble with a presentation or an exhibit that they were doing at the Tate when protesters showed up. All right, so that's it from me. Tuesday, July 6th, been a busy couple of weeks. I got a break of a week, headed up to northern Michigan, which is gorgeous up there. I hope everybody gets a chance to get a break in July sometime. But I'm back at it and focused on ESG this week. So thanks so much.